Hello, my name is Ben, good morning and welcome to the micro soldering show. I just worked a little bit on my PC to get some better settings for better quality. So I hope we have no lags anymore and no latency and the video quality is better. Beginning by the next week or the week after the next week, I will set up a complete new PC with much more power just for getting up these videos done better. Okay, yeah, at moment actually I have not actually. The problem in general is that I have a sickness on my eyes, so my left eye, about one time a year I get water in the eye and then I just see about 30% on that eye, okay? It moves away after some weeks or some month. Last time I had it last summer and it lasts about 3 months. So I don't see much on my left eye, so it's hard for me to work and to do these videos, but I try to give my best to not get down and only get up. So today in the morning we just do an iPhone X together. It was mailed in by a customer just like this. The screen was separated. I try if the on hands camera works and we got no lags. I hope that what I did on the setup helps a little bit. Okay, so this is the screen, this is the device, and the problem is that the customer mails the device in and writes on the form that the device doesn't charge anymore. It was charging, and while charging it just shut it down. Okay, so let's see. I only took it out of the box and didn't test anything at moment. I just want to see on power supply if the phone boots or boots not, or if we got a short or things like that. Okay, battery was connected. So I get power supply in, output on. Oh, we get 5 amps directly. So let's see by measurement if we got a short perhaps on VCC main or VDD main on this phone. So we can check it here on this connector because these two pins are VDD. Let's have a look. We need the ground point here. No, we got no short on VDD. What about bad VCC? Getting the coding. No short here too. Okay, we got 5 amps directly, but we have no short on VCC main or on bad VCC. Okay, I would say we take out the board and just having a look what we can find on the board. Perhaps I got a problem like this some days ago and it was a cracked IC, but the screen on this phone looked like boom, gunshot in it. Okay, so I want to see what's happening without any connected components, but I don't think it's component related. I think it's board related. It's not like on the iPhone 7 you can have the problem that on boot up you go directly to 1.5 amps and it's just a broken camera module, main camera module. Okay, but in this case it's board related, and we will separate the board halves and then just see what we can do here. I don't know if if data are important. I can't tell you because the customer didn't write it on the form. He just wrote it was shutting down while using. Okay, so why do you see that? We go under the microscope because this makes me this is not good for my trust in the customer. Why? The glue stickers are looking like this. It looks like somebody already worked on that board and used some hot air or not. Why why the clue looks like this. Okay. I don't know why it looks like this. We will separate the board and then see what's happening or what we can find there. I don't want to go under the thermal cam right now, because if we got a cracked IC on that board, I don't want to give too much amps in the board for don't cause any trace damages or things like that. So I just get up these stickers. It's hard for me. The view with the left eye is really hard, and your brain always wants to I don't know in English, it's ausgleichen. It wants to calculate the image. I feel like my brain the whole time is just working on a better image for my brain, for my eye. So that's bad, but it is like it is, and I don't die for that, so it's okay. We have a latency again in the image, so when I move my arm here, I can wait 3 seconds and then I see it on the cam. I just don't know what's happening because I didn't change anything before on the setup. Now I just used to get the hard drive clean, and let's have a look that no software runs in the background. So I hope the video will be okay for quality reasons. So we just wait a short time, and then let's have a look if we can separate the board. Today we will be visited from Ricardo Valencia from Obseku. There you can buy the cam holder which we designed for the SIG, and he's just visiting us today. So let's have a look on Instagram later. Okay, just help with a little bit of hot air, but not as much airflow as I have here. The airflow was of a CPU work yesterday in the evening. Today morning I have to do the next swap. I already prepared CPU and NAND, and now I'm just waiting for a swap board, because our swap board I used yesterday in the evening. Andy has to save the data, and after that I get out the NAND and the CPU and the logic ROM, because on that board which I have here I have to take out the logic ROM because the board is broken and I can't read the data of the logic ROM. Then I have to get this on the swap board, and then I have to connect the swap board to the PC and save the important data. Okay, and it's done. It's separated, and it wasn't separated before. I see the thermal paste everywhere. The glue sticker on the top was new one, so or wasn't bad, so it was separated before. Just have to take a picture. Okay, then let's just wait a short time for cooling down the top. And while that, we just have a look on the microscope view. Okay, here we got Tigris. It's a small board, really thin, so it cools down really fast. Let's have a look. Okay, still a short 5 amps. Great. I would say that we just take off the thermal paste here. Then we take a wipe. I give you on hands, it's no problem. Then we take a wipe. Just clean that shit here. And now we take our thermal imager. and then let's just have a look where the problem could be. Hello, thermal imager. Just get started. Okay, the Seek app runs. Waiting a second. And you see that it's just a cap. These shorts are so so crazy. Just one cap next beside to Tigris, and the phone doesn't work anymore. Let's have a look on oh no, I don't want to start ZXW now because I don't know. Normally I have it running in the background, but at the moment I just want to use. Oh, do you see that? You see it by your eyes. This cap here Servus Jule, ich melde mich später, ich spreche noch mit meiner Frau, ne? Wann es zeitlich am besten ist, okay? So, now let's just take a picture. Because that is really crazy, but I try to run ZXW to just show you the line and see the value of the cap. I hope the video doesn't stuck because of that. One cap and the whole iPhone X board is going down like every other board. Mostly in these cases it's really just a capacitor. So iPhone series, no response from ZXW, but now iPhone X Intel, iPhone X Intel. Okay. Then, just having a look where we are. We are here, and this should be the cap. And it's on Tigris PMID1. Is that right? Yeah, that should be. Or, what's that? No, PPV bus. Is it PPV bus? Let's have a look. I just have to see. No, it's not the PPV bus. It sits next beside to the Q here. No, it's on Tigris PMID1. Okay, so this cap on Tigris PMID1, we have enough caps on that line, so it's not a problem to knock it just off, because on this board it's really thin. We have the CPU here, we have Tigris here, it's not underfilled, no problem, but we have the main power IC here and it's underfilled. We use again heat when we rebore the board, not the top board but the bottom board, and when we solder down the top board to the bottom board we use heat again. So I want just to prevent any cases of too much heat. You know what I mean? So we can, you see, we have a lot of these caps on that line, okay? So it's not a problem if we just take one of these caps away, because we have enough others for stabilization on that line, okay? So it's 4.725 volts. I would say we knock it off. You see that? Just a piece of cap on the board here. And I really just want to prevent any further problems here. So let's take a brush And normally I really renew all on the board. When I take something out, I renew it. But in that case, you see these caps are underfilled. And the board, trust me, it's not a board like an iPhone 7 board. It's really, really thin, this top layer board. So, and now we just check if the short has gone. Yeah, the short has gone, and when I try to boot, we are at about, yeah, it's okay. The value is nice, so the phone will work again. Now we just have to do the same like in all these iPhone X repair cases when we separate the board. You know that. I know it's really time taking every time. Okay. But we have to do it. So I know people, they replace the thermal paste here. You can get it at Parker. It's a Parker product, this thermal paste here. But I can tell you, I did so many of these X's and so many of swaps, and I never got a problem because of missing paste. Never. So you can do it, but you are not a bad technician if you don't do it. It's more important to clean the pads with wick and to work in a really clean way, and don't only use a solder iron and going over the board to take solder away, and that's much more bad than just saying, okay, I don't renew the thermal paste in that case, okay? So it's really hard for me with my eye to see here. It's really bad because I have to concentrate 5 more times than normally because my left eye is fucking my head, people. Really. it's fucking crazy to work with only one eye when you do things like that. You are not as fast as normally. So I have to take away the solder everywhere. Then the same on the top layer. And after that, we can do the reball. Okay. This should be okay. So let's take a wipe. And clean the tiny board. Just want to see if I can get a nice picture. Okay, so now we take off the bottom layer board and getting just a BGA holder for the bottom layer board, for the top layer board, bottom layer, top layer, it's too much for my head today in the morning. So, straight after that, I will finish the next iPhone 7 Plus swap, like I told you. And then I think that the Upsecure team will arrive here and we have to do some business things then. But I try to give you as much feed as I can today. Because for me, social media is not just social media. I really give a lot of my life for that. Because I love micro soldering and I love the social network behind micro soldering. I met so many friends and really good technicians, people I respect with my heart at this industry. And yeah, so I really just like it. And for me it's always great to see in the comments of videos when people just like my videos and say thank you Ben for the work, and they respect that, and it was the right way to change the language to English, because before, as I only did these German videos, it was always the same. When you have a look under my videos, sometimes a German writes under the video, and always when a German writes under a video, he writes, do videos in German. Do you think you are Louis Rossmann? That's German culture. They can't give you love, and they can't respect what you do. They can't say, oh, you do a nice job, nobody did it in Germany like you before, and thanks for that. Never. You will never hear something like that out of a German mouth, okay? So I don't like the Germans. Really not. I'm a German, I'm a born German, but in my heart I'm not a German. I can tell you. Because it's just a German way of life is not my way of life. They are all haters. Okay. Now just clean up the board. I have to move the microscope because my eyes are really fucked up. And if anybody now gives me a comment, it's because of the work on the microscope. No, it's called RCS. That's retinopathia centralis serosa, and it's just a permanent sickness which you have or you have not. And yeah, some people say it's because of stress, but I don't have any stress. All my stress I have in my life is positive, because I don't take anything in my life negative. Always the positive things. If somebody gives me bad comment, it just makes me stronger, because I think, suck my dick, bro. Okay? So, this is done too. I think it looks nice. Okay, just want to take a picture. And now we are just right before the reballing of the bottom board. So we need a stencil, a heatsink, it's really important. A clean stencil, I hope it's really clean. Okay, and now I just need some fresh paste. I got some old one here, but I don't like it. I want fresh paste. Yesterday I used old paste which was lying for some days out on the air. And then it just gets it gets too dry, and if it's too dry, I think it's not good for using. Okay, so you need the perfect match between dry and wet. So just get in the paste everywhere at the whole stencil, and we don't use low melts 138 like a lot of other people do, because it takes less time. That's right, it goes faster. Everybody can do it with 138, it's no problem. But the problem is that we have exactly the same issue later if we use that low melt solder, because in the production of the boards there is low melt use, okay, and the ball breaks on them boards, which occur so often, are related to the use of that low melt solder. So why should I do a reball of a board like this, of a device which costs over €1,000, and then just use the same bad solder and make the same fault which the manufacturer does before in the production of the board? I don't like that. I want to make things better. That's always my intention when I repair, that I get a perfect result. Okay, and so I think about how I can do things better like they were before. And for me, it's the best solution here to just take 183 lead-free solder, so you have a better result and a repair which not returns back after some weeks because it's a ball break. So I know it takes a little bit more of time with 183. That's just normal because the melting point is much higher than on 138, which every Hans can use, which everybody can use that because it melts directly, and it's no problem to work with that. But if you see that, not everybody can do the reball with 183 because it's just harder, because the stencil can bend at work, and if the stencil bends, you have to know how you can react on this bend, and yeah, you have to just feel it. I don't want to say that it's a master job to use 183 for reballing an export. That's not my intention. I don't want to say that. But it's much harder than to use a low melt paste. And that's a fact. And it takes more time on reballing. Good morning. Here is Ilya coming. I'm in the middle of a video, yes. And you see, there is a crash on the printers. Yesterday in the evening I messaged Ilya about 6 o'clock, and normally Ilya is reacting directly. So I thought, okay, does he sleep or why he doesn't react? And today at night, about 12 o'clock, I was going to toilet and just had a look on the smartphone.
That's a very important detail.
And I was pissing, yes, okay. And then I saw he didn't react at 12 o'clock, and didn't read the message, and I really thought, is something happened? Is he fine? And I messaged my brother and told him, hey, can you have a look for Ilya if all is fine? But some minutes later he wrote, okay, I'm fine, I just had lost my phone, I didn't know where it was, so no problem.
Yeah, I just put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Away
No problem, I just thought, no problem.
I'm
So.
always fine.
So now we just can lift up the stencil and having a look for our reball, and like you see, it really looks good. So we can take out the heatsink, because I had a point of solder on it. Then we can just take some flux again. Some flux. And then we can reflow one time again, because after lifting up the stencil it's important to do reflow, so the bolts can reset to the right point. Okay, you see it goes faster when the board has some heat. So you don't need a preheater while reballing the export. I saw it on YouTube before and on Instagram and on Facebook that people just using a preheater and putting the board on to I have to click down. I don't know why my video is so laggy. I have already today I did an update. I just cleaned the hard drive. I closed all the software in the background, okay? But
Still like 20 FPS?
yeah, it's still, you see, it's better, but it's not good. I have to build a new PC next week. That's not good, because I want to have the best quality on YouTube in these cases and in these videos, so I have to build a new PC. Or Ilya builds the PC, because he knows more about that than me. Okay, now we can just clean the board by using a brush. Push slightly, slightly, slightly. And now you see we have a perfect reball of an export. And now we can just get the board back together, top board to bottom layer board, and then booting up this beautiful iPhone X.
And it will be back to life.
Yeah, it will be back to life again then. I hope. I don't say back to life again in my videos before it's really back to life again, because otherwise I say back to life again and then oh, it's a problem. It isn't back to life again.
But you can always get a t-shirt like that. Just write us.
Yeah, write us.
Chilling time.
And oh, okay, it's somebody knocked on the door. But if it's a customer, please tell him we open at 10 o'clock. Okay. Don't know why my preheater is not straight. Don't know why. Morning. I'm in the video. I have no time at the moment, Arthur. Ich bin im Video jetzt, im Live-Video. Ich habe heute den ganzen Tag Videodreh. Heute kommt Obsequio von Nordrhein-Westfalen gefahren. Wir haben Videodreh den ganzen Tag heute. Deshalb. Melde dich morgen. Ja. Ich muss gucken. Ich weiß es nicht. Goodbye. So. Now we just take some flux. Some flux. People think I have time. This is a person normally not for here coming in here.
Well, he said he knows you, so.
Yeah. Everybody knows me. That's the problem. Everybody knows me. So now we just get on the board here and having a look that it's straight, because I saw a little problem on my preheating module. It's not 100% straight, and I want to see if that makes problems. I hope not. Looks okay, I think. Looks straight. Okay. So I always work with the oldest tools and the first tools I ever used for some repairs. It's really, sometimes I think, oh, I have to buy some new stuff. I got the Mijing here and I could use that, but I'm working with that method such a long time, so I just do it again and again and again, because otherwise my workflow changes a little bit, and I don't like to change my workflow. Okay. Yeah, but I could change something which is fucked up and old. I think I have I have a second one, a new one here. I could use that. It's just completely new, unused.
Well, that's the change you were looking for.
Yeah, I will do that change. No problem at all. So now we just wait until the preheater is on 185 or 183 degrees. And then we just help a little bit by using the hot air, because I want that it works faster. I use a small amount of heat and a small amount of air, and it's just for helping and getting this job done faster. Okay, so we've reached temperature on preheater, so now we just help. Hard for me to see because my left eye is really not good at moment, so I have to see when the solum melts, so I know how long I have to use the hot air for helping, and it's hard to see with that eye. Now it looks like it gets flat, and it's really important that it sits down and gets really flat. Done. Now put off the preheater and just waiting a short time. Having a look from this side, it looks great. Last time I didn't want to wait, okay? So I just did this, then take my tweezers like ever, got into the sim tray, lifted up, and boom, the board fell down to my desk and was in two halves again. So I had to do the reball again. So since this happens, I just wait. Okay, I just wait for cooling down, and while that, just clean the table a little bit. So because it's not always important to do all as fast as possible, it's important that it works after and that I don't have to do things twice. Now we go up to my Hecko board holder. Back in the days I used it for iPhone 5S boards. Long time ago, or iPhone 5 boards. Some 4S boards I already used with that. Okay, let's have a look under the microscope. How it looks like. Here you can see the board is really flat, like it should be. We have 183 solder. We have no cheap 138. This side is nice too. So I think we can just do a test. So at first I just get on the cable without a screen connected or things like that. So we have no short, and if we boot, it looks like a normal boot. So just get on the screen. Just get on the screen here. Okay, first get on the screen. And after that, just get on the power cable. I don't connect the Face ID now. And boom! We are back to life again with our iPhone X after a short on. It was Tigris PMID or things like that. Just a cap on Tigris PMID. And yeah, we got 5 amps and couldn't start the phone. But now it's just done. And last time I read in a board on Facebook, I think it was the Smartphone Repair Group Germany, and somebody wrote, yeah, today I fixed my first board iPhone X by just using the short killer. So for me, we have a pulled board, a sandwich board. Why does anybody use a short killer on a sandwich board? That's crazy. That's crazy. Think about the cap in the middle, pulls away because of the short killer, shuts down on an IC, and the IC breaks. Could be on a crystal IC. So I just don't understand why people do things like that. You see, this phone really works again, no problem at all. Just a short on a Tigris PMID line. We have removed the cap. We have not replaced it just because we have the big power IC next beside to. We have the main CPU next beside to, and we want to prevent that we use too much heat on that tiny, small, and thin top layer board of the iPhone X. Okay, I hope you liked the video. I think it was a nice one. If you want to learn things like that, you can easily do that at the Board Level Repair School Germany. And if you are working at the repair industry for smartphones and tablets, you can just join our Facebook group, Smartphone Repair Group Germany. Please answer the questions. Today at night we had 15 new members and no one answered the questions. I declined them all. Please answer the questions, otherwise you won't be accepted, okay? We see us later on social media. UpSecure is coming. We will have a nice day today. I'm out. We see us with the next video. Boom! Back to life again. Here's Ben.